On example B, I decided to cut you a little slack. I gave you the length of the diameter. So walking across a circle from one side to the other through the center, the diameter is 5.5 feet. What's the formula for circumference?
3.4
Pi times d. We know d, 5.5. I'm going to leave it in its fractional form, 5.1/2. In example A, I said pi is always equal to the decimal 3.14. There is another fraction out there that is exactly the same as 3.14. Let me give it to you. Pi is also a fraction, 22/7. You don't believe me? Let me pull up my calculator and show this to you. Okay? I'm going to take 22 divided by 7, and that's the number I get. 3.14, 2857, 14286. And it keeps going and going and going and going. It's an irrational number. So if I can remove this calculator, now you guys understand where the 3.14 and 22/7 are equal. Okay? Well, I don't know why they chose the letter pi. It's the Greeks who discovered it. So 22/7 timesing 5.1/2 is where I left off. Turn to your neighbor and say what you're going to do next. Okay, you should have been talking about you need to make an improper fraction out of the mixed number. Okay? So I've done that here in the red ink. 22/7 is already improper for me. That's great. Because now I'm going to have a chance to evaluate numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. 22 times 11. Oh, shoot. It's not going to work. I got to do it on paper. 22 times 11. $242. And then on the bottom, 2 times 7 is 14. Is that my final answer? Yeah, that's the improper fraction. I've got to make it a mixed number. 242. Okay, how many 14s are there in 24? One group. And I'm going to take away and end up with 102. How many 14s are there in 102? 7? 7. That makes 98. And then after I subtract, I'll end up with 4. Sorry, my remainder is 4. Okay, turn and talk to your neighbor. How do I make a mixed number with this division problem? Okay, here's what I do. I have 17 whole groups. I have 17 groups of 14s. I'll have 4 remaining out of 14. I was dividing by 14. And then in simplest form, this is now 17 and 2/7. This is a distance around that circle. By the way, it's feet. 17 and 2/7 feet. Not square feet. Square feet's for area, because we multiply feet times feet in area, but here we're not multiplying pi. It doesn't have a foot or inch or any sort of measurement attached to it. All right, example B is done. Pretty ridiculously long. But yeah, I mean, we talked about fractions, and it's nice to look at the review, especially with the STAR test coming up.